saying I was lying on you, but I want to make
Well,
sure
I
I
say that
understand
every
what
day
you
because
need.
that happens every day. Answer the question.
So,
Who are you?
Brittany,
Okay.
that
Where are you from,
confusing. I
Brittany?
mean, you just read my profile. Do you want help or not? I'm trying to understand what you need. Do you want help or not?
It's in my bio. What's up?
So, you want 435 for a car, right?
That's how much it is every week for the rental.
Okay. And you work doing ride shares?
Yep.
Okay. And then you need 200 for a hotel room.
Well, I gotta have the 435 first. I can't work till Monday, so I figured, might as well get a hotel room. I'm almost. I haven't been in a hotel room over 6 months, so that'd be great to get one. I looked at the prices, and tonight and tomorrow night's $200.
So I just looked at the prices, and I mean, if you were legitimately trying to get a hotel room, you could definitely get it a whole lot cheaper than that. But thank you all. I appreciate you
Excuse
guys.
me. Wait. What did you just say? You said you just looked up hotel prices. You can get them cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe where you're at. I just told you I looked them up, and that's how much the cheapest was.
Well,
And then
the thing is,
you said something
have-
different. That is
you
not
have
allowed.
taste that you can't afford. That's where part of your problem is.
Do what?
You have taste that you can't afford.
No, it's $435 a week for the rental. I need to have that first, and then if I had that, then it would be great to get a hotel room because I'm homeless and I haven't slept in a bed in a very long time. And I looked it up earlier, and it's $200 for tonight and tomorrow night.
Okay, so we'll just go with that. So this morning you were on.
No, we're not just we're not just
We're
going to
just
go
gonna
with
say
that.
you need
That's exactly what it
635.
is. Don't get it twisted, lady.
No,
That's
you
exactly
don't get
what
it
it is.
twisted. This morning you said you needed 435 for the car. Now you need 635. This morning you had $200, and now you're saying that you went and took a shower, and that was a $200 shower?
I did not say that.
You literally said that. You said that.
I did not. Don't twist my words, woman.
What words am I twist, or do you believe me to be twisting?
What you just said. I did not say it was $200 to take a shower. You just said that. That is not true. Don't come in here being disrespectful to me. You understand me?
Thank you. Okay. You said, so this morning you had $200. I was in your live. I actually have it recorded.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
You don't need to give me permission to do that.
Right.
Welcome to the public platform.
Actually, I do.
You don't.
Well, you'll learn. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Do you need my address?
I already have it.
Okay. All right. So
Where's this positive help you're talking about here? Because all I hear so far is you're twisting my words and saying things that I said that I did not say. Now, I don't appreciate that to begin with. So now be very clear and precise. And I appreciate any help that you can offer. And that is from anybody and everybody. Like I've always said, I'm very grateful for any help. But coming from you right now, I don't hear any help, positive help coming at all. So far as all I hear is kind of very condescending. And I don't appreciate your tone. So now if you have something that you would like to discuss or say nicely, please do so and explain how you could help me. And I would appreciate any help.
So again, Carl, I'm trying to get to your bottom number, okay?
35,000 is the bottom number. So
Well,
I'm not homeless no more at all.
I mean, that's quite frankly just delusional. Ain't nobody in this room coming off 35 grand for you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate all of
that's
you.
how much it's going to cost. Go to my bio. It's in there. Read it.
Oh, I've seen your bio.
It explains
Trust and believe.
everything.
I've seen your bio.
Okay, good. Then you should be more well informed. Okay.
So this morning you had $200 towards this car. Now you're asking for $635.
Right.
You have none of that 200 left?
I do have some of it left.
And you don't think so. Here's the thing, I see these people, yourself included, come on here and you want, thank you, love. I appreciate you guys. And you want to
Not be
ask
homeless
people
anymore.
for their money, but you don't want to have any accountability whatsoever.
No accountability whatsoever. Mm-hmm. What the hell are you talking about?
You
Accountability.
seem to think that you can
I am
come
homeless.
ask for
I need
people's
help.
money and it's none of their business. People ask you, Carl, let me see the car. You
They ask me
refuse.
what it's for, and
they
I
say,
tell them.
Carl, let me see anything, and you refuse. Like, you just flat refuse. How are you going to refuse when you're asking people for their money?
Thank you for the opinion. I don't flatly refuse. There's just some things I cannot show. When I'm able to show some things that I do, and I have many a times.
So, how of the 200 you started with this morning, how much do you have left?
I would have to look at my account and see, but I don't have 435 in my account, and that's the first priority. So it doesn't matter how much I have left. It's the fact that I need 435 in my account for the rental vehicle through Work for Work. And then if I had that, I can get 200 and get a hotel room right now for tonight, tomorrow night.
So
What I do have left, that difference that's what I'm going to use to eat and buy cigarettes and sodas, not sodas, but cigarettes, energy drinks, or water or whatever for the next couple of days and charge the vehicle. So I don't know, I think I had around 200 this morning. I had to go get some razors and shaving stuff. Then I went to the gym. I got cleaned up. I got something to eat. I bought some cigarettes. I bought some energy drinks. Went and charged the car. Went and cleaned the car. And then started to go to work, and I found out I couldn't work. So I don't know how much is left. Ain't nothing free that I do. Everything I do, I pay full retail, and it's not cheap. All right? I don't have a refrigerator to go to and grab a soda out of that I bought a whole bunch of and get a discount on at the freaking grocery store or wherever you buy stuff from these days. And then charging ain't free neither. That takes a while. So I don't know how much is left in there. It's probably half of that. All right?
okay, so we'll assume it's 100.
Yeah.
So you need 335 for the rental car.
No. I must have 435 in my account for the rental car immediately, and then that way on Monday I can get a new contract. All right? I'm going to have to eat between now and Monday. I'm going to have to charge the car between now and Monday. I'm going to have to buy more cigarettes between now and Monday. Just because if I have $100 right now doesn't mean it's going to be there on Monday. It's not, because I'm going to have to spend some money tonight just to eat tonight. And then buy everything I do costs money every day. You know, I need 435
Life
for the
doesn't
rental
cost you more than it costs the rest of us, Carl.
because you have a place to live. You go to the grocery store and you put it in your house. It's cheaper to cook at home than it is to pay full retail when you're out and about all the time.
Of course it is.
Everybody knows
but
that.
I live within my means. If I can't afford a $435 rental car, I would get a cheaper rental car. Why have you not considered getting a less expensive rental car?
I had one before. It no longer exists.
Well, it does exist.
Maybe where you're at.
You genuinely believe that Avis is different in St. Pete's versus where I am?
Well, there's a lot of different companies who do different rental things for different programs for different companies. But the company that I rent from and the company that I'm connected with that it works for, they have different locations and they're all different. They are run, I believe they're what do they call them? Maybe franchises, maybe, not real sure. I mean, they have a corporate overhead, but they're different and the inventory changes all the time. And the prices recently went up. And that is how much it costs.
You know what? Behind blue eyes, you're 100% correct. Actually, I have a Turo sitting in my driveway right now that costs less than $435 a week.
Yeah, but you don't rent it through Work for Work now, do you?
What is
Do you?
through Work for Work that makes one rental versus actually, so through Work for Work, that's actually an Uber thing.
Yeah,
as you're
it's a
well aware.
It's a
And it's
program that Uber
less
has
expensive.
with rental car companies, and Uber have a relationship where a person that is approved with all companies involved can rent the vehicle, and that's how much. That's the one of the main options that they have, and that's how much.
Yeah. So Uber works with Avis, and you get
other
a
companies.
discount on a rental because you're an Uber driver. But let me ask you another question. Why did you not work? You had the car for a full week. Why did you not work for that full week to have the $435 in your account when it was due?
I work every single day. I cannot work today or tomorrow because of the current situation. I didn't have it in my account in time. So
It was due on
disconnected from my
Thursday.
work app.
So from the previous Thursday until Thursday when it was due, why did you not work any of those days?
I just told you, I work every single day.
And it didn't occur to you that maybe you should save some of that money?
Excuse you? Did it occur to me?
Yeah, did it occur to
Who
you
the
that
hell do you
if you
think
wanted
you
to
are
remain in
talking
this
to me
rental
like
car,
this?
you should save some of that
Did
money?
it occur to you? Don't talk to me like that. I'm homeless. Don't be condescending to me. First of all, I told you this once already. I'm not going to tell you again. Now, where's this positive help you're talking about? You're just asking a bunch of stupid questions, and I have explained everything to you so far. First of all, I don't have to answer to you at all. I invited you into the box because everybody said you were going to help me. Now, you're starting to piss me off. That's not help. Okay? Now, I told you, if you come in my lives at all, you already know I work every freaking day. And I've already explained this to a lot of people. Thank you for the penny. When I was homeless on the streets the last couple of weeks, sleeping outside 24 hours a freaking day, my bills did not stop. I've been playing catch up. I've been trying to get help caught up on a lot of items since then. And I need other new items because my shoes got stolen and my other clothes got ruined. And I'm trying to get caught up on things. I work every day. Every day's different. Every ride's different. It's like a snowflake. Okay? It's not New York or Atlanta or LA. Okay? Florida is a seasonal state. A lot of areas don't have a lot of people 24 hours a day like other big cities do. It's called snowbirds. Millions of them come and go. There's slow season here. Okay? It's not $1,000 a week every freaking week for people who do Uber. And Uber keeps its maximum number of people on the platform 24 hours a day, like it's New Year's Eve every freaking day. They don't care whether or not you live in a seasonal business area or not. Does that explain anything to you?
I'm well aware of how Uber works. It doesn't explain to me why you live above your means, though.
I do not.
Well,
I am homeless. How in the hell am I above my means? I'm 6 feet above the
$435 a
ground.
week for a rental car?
I'm 6 feet above
Yeah.
the ground, lady. Not far from 6 feet under, neither. Now, I'm trying to get out of my situation, and this is the only option I have.
So, you like to say that you work every day, but I mean, how many hours a day do you think you spend on this app asking for money?
Doesn't matter.
Well, you could be working during those times, couldn't you?
No, I can't be on the app and working at the same time. No.
Chat, are y'all getting what I'm saying here?
So where's
So
this
if you're
positive
not
help you're
here
talking about? Where's this
wasting
positive
your
help you're talking
time,
about?
you could be out working, making money so you could pay your bills.
Oh, well, most of the time I come on here, I've already been working and I'm charging simultaneously while I'm on here. So then I go back to work. So typically when I come on here, I'm usually at a charging station charging the vehicle. It's a little downtime there you have when you're charging the car. You can't drive it around when you charge it. So then I'm like, you know what? It's a good time because I'm not working. I'm charging the vehicle. Hey, let's go in here and see if we can get some help. That's typically when I come on here. I don't take away from work time to specifically come on here. I typically do it when I'm charging the vehicle in between work, and work.
Gotcha. Okay. That's a lot of charging you do, but okay.
Yeah, because I drive a lot, like all the time. That's all I do. Do you have an electric vehicle?
Do I have an electric vehicle?
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about then. Okay. All right, just want to clarify that real quick. It takes a while. There's a lot of variables.
There's a lot of variables?
Yes. Research it if you would like.
I mean, it seems pretty simple, Carl. An
It takes
electric
time.
car
It depends
needs
on the
to be
amount of
charged.
time.
It takes
A
a
lot of
certain amount of
things.
time to charge said car.
Yeah, but it depends on what network you're on and things, and the charging station itself. It takes sometimes some of them take a very long time. Some of them are fairly fast. It depends on a lot of things. But either way, typically that's usually when I come on.
I gotcha. Okay.
That way I'm not taking away from time at work. And then other times there is not enough business to even waste time to even work. You do it, you maximize your time and opportunities. It tells you in the app when it is. And I use that as a guide.
In the app, what?
It tells you when and where it's going to be busy as a guide. It gives you help to tell you, they're very good at forecasting areas, but sometimes it's just not busy enough to make any significant amount of money. And either way, the goal and the sole purpose since the very moment that I created this account and came on this platform is to get help to not be homeless completely anymore at all. That is the main goal and always has been and always will be until I reach that goal. I need to buy my own car outright and with insurance and get a place to live and not be homeless anymore at all. That's the sole purpose of this. All of this rental car stuff and all this other stuff is just the daily and the weekly. That's what I have working. That's what I have to work with right now because I don't have my own car. If I had my own car, I wouldn't have to pay the rental people nothing. And I can keep every dollar to myself. And I would have enough to rent a room somewhere and not be homeless anymore. But I don't have the money to get my own car. And I don't make enough money. It costs too much money to do this, to have enough money to save any money to get my own.
So I'm not going to ask you what you...
It's just not, I don't make enough money. It costs too dang much. Everything's too freaking expensive. And I don't have enough money to get my own. That is the key to get out of my situation is my own car. Because you do the math, $435 a week, it used to be $360 a week, whatever it is. That's a lot of freaking money, man.
That is a whole lot of money, yes.
And that's why people, why can't you buy your own car? Well, that's why, because I'm paying that much every week for a freaking car. And then it's been slow for 3 or 4 months. I'm barely even doing that sometimes,
So
and people, well, how come you don't get ahead? I'm like, because I don't make enough freaking money and everything's too expensive. That's why. It's
so what about
simple.
getting...
Very simple. I just need help. That's all it is.
So what about buying a less expensive car? Or even renting a less expensive car. And, so if I'm just throwing numbers out here. So no one hold anyone to these numbers, please. Thank you, everyone. So let's say you make a hypothetical $500 a week.
No, I'm not playing no hypothetical game with you. I'm not playing no games. This is serious business. This is
so
my
you don't
life.
want to get out of your situation?
This is my life. I am homeless. I need help. It's that simple. Top 4 ways. I need my own car and a place to live.
And,
it is very simple.
And by cutting back the cost of what you do daily,
right? That would help. And you know what would do that? My own car.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you hypothetically made $500 a week and you were only spending $200 on a car, or $300 on a car versus $400 on a car.
That's not an option.
So the only option that is available to you is to drive the most expensive car that Avis offers? Because you are in the quite literal most expensive car they offer.
You keep saying a particular company's name. Don't do that. And there's multiple companies that have partnerships, and whichever company I'm with, either way, that is the price of the vehicle available.
It is
Now,
quite literally the most expensive car they offer.
okay. It is what is available.
He is.
Okay. Do you understand available means available, right? Not
Oh,
available.
I'm well aware
means
of what
not
available means.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know why you keep harping on this. If you go
Well,
to, if
You
you were
want to
me,
come on here every single
If you
day
were
and
me,
talk about how you need
and
to
you
get out of
went-
this
you
situation.
went to the rental place and they said, well, there you go. There's your one option right there.
They said,
means
in
that's
all
available.
of Florida, we have one car, and this is it. You, sir, if you want a car, you
It
have
does
to
not
take the most
work like
expensive
that.
car we offer.
I have already explained to you that it is, they are typically, most of them, if not all of them, I'm not sure, are franchises out. Each location is their separate entity. They have what they have. That's it. Sometimes they don't have anything. I was in
So
a
a
car. I
couple
was
weeks
paying
ago, when you
$360 a
said
week
they
for
had to
one
take it
car.
over to their main
long
lot
time.
or whatever when your car, you said, broke down, and it had to be taken over to the main lot, it wasn't a franchise then?
All of those, the policy is when it breaks down, they take it to their like whatever maintenance place or whatever it is. And you can't get another one until it's scanned in over there in the system. It releases that off of you. And then they can give you another one if they have one available. There's a lot of people renting these cars and driving these cars. Okay, there's a very high shortage of quality vehicles, if any of them. Some places don't even have any of them. I was in one, a lot of people can tell you this, I was in one for a long time, trying to get into a different one, and that didn't happen for a very long time. And then as soon as they had one available, I was first on the list, and I went and got it. And
So-
that actually helps you make more money because you get to do Premier rides and Premier hourly.
Well, yes, of course,
So it's worth the difference between the 360 and the 435.
well, the thing is, if it's not, in one breath you're saying it's not busy, you're not making enough. In the next breath you're saying it's worth it. It can't be both.
Actually, it can, because I just said it was. You get Premier rides with the higher end vehicle, and Premier hourly. You don't get that option with the 360 vehicle. It's not an option at all. So, for example, if you take one ride, if you take one ride, for example, from point A to point B, say for instance that ride, I don't know, call it $25. And then in that same exact ride in the higher end vehicle, instead of the 25, you probably get 40 or maybe 45 for the same exact ride. Just because it's a higher tier vehicle or a higher tier ride that the rider is requested and paying for. And typically most of those people who do that, they're just either rich or a lot of them are the business. They use the business account and they like the Premier rides better because you're a high rated driver, higher end vehicle. There you go. They like it better. More comfortable, more roomy, all the bells and whistles. And it is worth it. So the difference between the 360 and the 435 a week is definitely worth it. Even if you just make enough just to barely the difference in the rides. If you take 2, 3, 4 rides just only in that Premier area, that will make up that difference between the 360 and the 435 for that 1 week. It is still worth it. Just enough, just in itself, because it's a better vehicle anyway. So
if it's busy enough, yes,
you're in the vehicle
absolutely.
for
If you're
every
making enough to
ride.
pay for the car, but if you're not making enough to pay for the car, then it isn't worth it.
Well, that's just because of the amount of, it depends on variables, but a lot of it has to do with because of the slow season. Now the slow season's about to end. Busy season is about to start pretty soon, and it's going to be pretty good. It gets good, but it hasn't started yet. It's about to pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly when. I'd probably say a couple of weeks. It should start picking up.
And how much busier would you say busy season is?
Oh, I don't know. It depends what I compare it to. But if I compare it to, I don't know, this slow season,
In comparison to, say, now?
I don't know. I mean, really, I don't want to say wrong, but I'm not sure. I'll compare it. I mean, it's a lot busier, double at least. I mean, I really don't know. I'd have to look at the numbers and see, but a lot busier, a lot busier.
Okay.
So that'll help out a lot. Maybe I'll actually be able to get ahead and put something in the bank in case one of them breaks down. I have enough for a fresh contract in a hotel or something every now and then or something. I don't know. But getting out of the situation is the main goal. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I get a serious amount of a lot of help to buy my own car outright, get a place to live. There is no other way around it. It doesn't matter if it's $360 a week or $435 a week or whatever it is, whether it's slow season or busy season. I've already been through busy season. I've already been through slow season. I've been through them all. It doesn't matter. The only way that I'm going to get out of my current situation is a miracle directly from God himself, either through a bunch of people or a couple of people or whatever, through the top 4 ways to send me help to get out of it. That is it. There is no other way. I've already I've already done that. It's been a year. I've done this busy. I've done it all. I've done the whole cycle. Busy, slow.
Right.
And it's a waste of time to go back and forth about this and that. It is that simple. The only way I get out of this situation is with the kindness of people's hearts and wallets through the top 4 ways in my bio. That is it. There is no other way.
So your ultimate goal is to get the 35 grand.
I need to buy my own car outright, a certified Honda or Toyota, used, a couple years old, low miles. That way, it's a dependable vehicle. I don't know how it comes with the warranty and all that kind of stuff because it's certified, and it'll give me a good starting point, and won't have to worry about it breaking down, and make some money and get a room for rent or something somewhere, and not be homeless anymore, and then get my surgery done on my knee. I don't know how that's going to work out though, but as far as, because I'm going to have to pay bills and recover from that. I ain't got that figured out yet because I hadn't got that far. But that's what I need to do. Then get a job working inside somewhere, good paying job doing something, and stop driving around. And then that way I'll have a nice car, and then I won't be wearing out driving around all the time. If I decide to keep doing ride shares, well, it'll just be part-time if I do it at all. But
what about financing a car?
I checked on it one time. I had one option. I think it was $8,500 down, and it was ridiculous interest. It was the maximum amount of interest, and I think the payments were, I don't remember, $800 a month or something stupid like that. It was ridiculous. It was a no POI, and it was like 18%. It was max interest, and I had to have it. And then it was ridiculous. Yeah, I tried to get it too. I came on here. I was like, look, y'all, I went to the dealership. I got one approval and blah blah blah. It's $8,500. I can go get it tomorrow, but they sold it. I mean, it would still been cheaper than this, but I mean, in reality, that's not a good deal at all.
Well, and I mean, I actually agree with that, I mean, there's.
So I got to buy it outright. That's it.
It sounds like, there might be a credit issue that.
Oh yeah.
Is creating high interest, yada, yada.
Oh yeah.
But.
See, I've already done all of this stuff. I've already people. They're like, well, why does this guy only want this and that and this and that? It's because that is the truth, and that's my situation, and I always tell the truth and I always tell my situation and exactly what's going on. But people, they go do this round robin thing in their head and try to figure out this and suggest all these things. you know, and that's natural for most people to think about. But, you know, I've already done all of that. It's very simple. Everything is in my bio. I've got posts explaining everything. I've got videos explaining everything, how I became homeless, how I need to get out of my situation, what it's going to take for me to get out of this situation. The solution to my problem is already there. The solution to my problem is already there. I just need the people on the other end to make that part happen through the top 4 ways. It is that simple. There is no other way. Unless somebody walks up to me and hands me a bunch of money. That ain't gonna happen. So that is the only way. The top 4 ways. There are millions and millions of people on this platform. People got thousands and thousands of followers. People got people they work with, church members, co-workers, followers, friends, family, all these things. If people would explain to them my situation, this guy does everything he can. He's homeless. He sucks. He's, you know, look, some people just have it that way. I'm one of them. All right. I don't have no family, no friends to help me, no nothing. I've got a lot of crap going on and I need help and I do everything I can. It's not enough to get out of my situation unless I have a big stack of money to go buy my own car and get a place to live. It costs first month's rent, last month's rent, and security deposit. That's $5,000 just to move into a place with a bare floor with no bed. That's just to get into a place if you qualify, which I don't.
That's not to rent a room. You can see. That's what I'm trying to say, Carl. Is
no,
I
have other issues too. I've got to go the private route. I don't have open opportunities. I have limited opportunities because of my situation and things that are connected to me, about me, that limit me from doing certain things, such as buying a car with high interest rates, stuff like that. It's the same thing in the rental side. I have to go the private route.
Yeah, renting a room would be from a private party. That would be like me renting out a room in my house.
Yeah, and they're going to want a deposit and first month's rent up front. And then I got to buy a bed and furniture and all. I got nothing. I only got a couple pairs of clothes. I'm sitting in a rental car that I didn't have money for. Now I can't even work because I don't have the money in it to get another one. I got nothing. I'm fucking homeless.
So I don't understand why. So you very obviously still have the car. I don't understand what's preventing you from working while you still have the car.
Because I didn't have the $435 in my account when the system went to take the money out of my account. It wasn't there. So therefore, it automatically took it out, disconnected the car from my work app. So now, when I went to work after spending some of that $200 I had to get ready to go to work, when I went to go to work to turn it on, it says, "Oh, they have ended the rental term agreement. You add vehicle to start working now," and I can't do it. They're the only one. Then I called everybody, corporate, blah, blah, blah. The only ones that can fix it is them. And they are not going to be there till Monday. So I got to have $435 in my account, start a whole new contract on Monday. And they probably charge me for today and tomorrow also. I don't know. But I can't work. So I got to have $435 for a new contract. And I wish I had that right now and another $200. And I go to the hotel room right now for tonight, tomorrow night, and freaking sleep on the bed for the first time in 6 months, over 6 months. And then Monday, okay, all right, well, $435, new contract, all right. All right.
So, hold on, if they ended the rental agreement, wouldn't that technically put you in a stolen vehicle right now?
No.
I don't understand how. I mean, if the rental agreement is ended, that means you're no longer supposed to be in possession of that vehicle, right?
That's not true, and that's none of your business.
Does that seem realistic to anyone but me?
No. I've got the contract. It's an it's an open-ended or whatever they call it. It's still mine. It's just not in the system for work. It takes it out of the work app is what it does.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Anytime that I've ever.
Yeah, but those kind of technical things right there, that is none of your business or anybody else's. I've explained this many a times.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Carl, when you're asking people for their money, whatever questions they have for you, to include your chat when you ignore them, they're reasonable. Like, it's reasonable for people to question you when you ask them for their money.
Well, it's very simple. I explain things, maybe not the best way sometimes, but I try to keep it simple. Okay, here's the deal. I need $435 in my account immediately for a rental vehicle through Work for Work. It can't get more simpler than that. Okay? I looked up hotel rooms. Well, it says here the cheapest room is for tonight, tomorrow night, $200. Well, there it is. I keep things very simple as much as I can. It's on these other people, the ones who are running all these questions around up in their head and trying to figure out stuff. That's on them.
Well, if you want their money,
you know what I'm saying?
You have to answer
I don't
their
have
questions.
to answer to nobody. Okay? I don't have to explain anything to anybody. Okay? I just keep it simple and tell the truth and tell my situation and just ask for help to get out of my situation or help through my situation, whether it's daily, weekly, or whatever. But the main goal is there. It is very simple. Top 4 ways: send whatever you can, whenever you can, get everybody in the world to help me get out of this and not be homeless no more, with my own car paid for and a place to live. It's very simple. People have you had 30,000 followers. I looked at your thing. You said you didn't come in here with positive help. You ain't doing nothing but ask just a bunch of questions.
Well, Carl, you're not.
And I've answered every damn one of them.
You literally make it impossible to help you.
But how? Everything that you have asked me, I have said 1,000,000 times in my life.
So
Over and over and over and over and over again.
So you're not willing to live within your means, is what you're saying. What you want is you want to say, I need this much cash. Send it now. And
I have no means. I am homeless.
Send it.
Do you not understand that? I have no means. I am homeless. Do you not understand that? There are no means. If I don't go to work that day, I don't make any money. I don't eat that day. I don't get to charge the card to continue working.
That's how the rest of us live too. If we don't get up and go to work,
you ain't homeless. Don't compare your
we
situation to mine.
don't have fucking money.
Don't compare your situation to mine, lady. You ain't homeless. And you ain't living out
You don't know shit about me, Carl.
Are you homeless right now?
You don't know shit about me, Carl.
Are you homeless?
You don't know shit about me, so
You're not homeless.
calm yourself.
You're not homeless, are you? Don't compare your situation to mine.
Well, I'll compare my DoorDash. Are you above working DoorDash?
I cannot do, I've said this 1,000,000 times too. It's through Work for Work. I can only use it for the platform. I can't not use it for any other platforms. If it was my car, yeah, I could use it for all the platforms simultaneously I wanted to. Now, I don't know if I would, but I could.
So I don't know. It seems to me that if I'm in a position where I can't eat, I have nowhere to sleep, I'm in a car that I haven't paid for, the reasonable thing to do would be go make money. Literally. Oh, was it? Is the car shut off, Carl? Did they shut the car off?
No.
No? Let me ask you this. Why won't you show the car?
For safety reasons.
What? How could harm come to you showing the car?
I am not and never will. I have showed some parts of cars before, but I will not. That's for safety reasons.
That's a reasonable question.
But I just answered it. That's for safety reasons.
What harm could come to you by showing the car?
Well, when you get threats like I do almost on a daily basis, you don't do that. You want to show what you're in, so people it'll make it harder to find you.
It's, I mean, it's a car. What harm? Look, car.
I just answered
Car.
the question.
I mean,
that's
that's
the end of
crazy.
that
It doesn't make
conversation.
any sense. What, you want me to pay for the car, but you can't prove to me that the car even exists. Thank you.
Of course, you know it exists.
How? How do I know it exists?
You believe me? I guess I don't know.
So that's where we run into a problem is why should I believe you?
Because
Sorry.
I'm telling you the truth, and I'm homeless, and it sucks, and I don't want to be homeless no more since it's possible. Please help. Top 4 ways. I don't know. That's a you problem there.
So-
I don't know how to answer
Girl
that for you.
said so, it must be.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah, you
because Brittany says so, this must be.
No, this is my situation. Everybody can have an opinion on something, but just because somebody else has an opinion doesn't make it true. I tell you my situation and what's going on, and I just need help. It's that simple. It really is, man. People read too much into stuff. It's all in the bio. It tells you everything you need to know. And you just get as many people to send help 24 hours a day till you ain't homeless no more. It's that simple. In the meantime, this is what's going on right now. This is what's going on right now when I come on live. This is what's up right now. This is next. This is
It's
next.
your false sense of entitlement, Carl.
There's no sense of entitlement at all. I have zero sense of entitlement. That's a bunch of bullshit.
You literally just
sick
told
and
me
tired
that I should
of
believe you
being
because you
homeless.
said it.
Well, that's, you know what?
You want me to pay for your car.
That's
but you
other people's
prove
problems.
me
If they
the
don't
car
believe
exists.
me, then that's their problem.
Well, it sounds like it's your problem because you're still asking for the money. If you could prove what you need it for, if you could prove anything, people would
Okay.
be more inclined to help you.
Well, let me tell you something about this prove bullshit you're talking about.
Yeah. Please do. I can't wait.
All right. So when I was at the homeless shelter, I started this. I went to my what you call it, the case manager. I said, "Look, man, I'm thinking about going on this thing and raising some money." He goes, "Well, it's freedom of speech, man. Do whatever you want. Just don't film out here." I said, "All right, that's cool." So I come on here in my little cottage, you know, and everybody's like, "Yeah, he's just in his backyard or whatever, garage or whatever they said, a bunch of crap." They're like, "Prove that you're at a homeless shelter. We'll help you." So I get a letterhead from a case manager. Y'all want proof? Here's proof. Here's a freaking letterhead from the fucking case manager. This is where I'm at. I'm at a homeless shelter. I told you. Here's proof. And then before I showed the proof, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll send you $2,000, whatever you need, man. We're gonna get everybody on board. We'll help you get out of the situation completely." All these lies, man. And then as soon as I show the proof, they didn't send anything. That's a big example right there. Another time, let me see. Oh yeah, hey, what kind of gel you getting in your knee? Oh yeah, I'll show them the thing, the brochure from the knee doctor or whatever. Oh yeah, anybody can print that up. Oh, show me the Uber sticker. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show them the Uber sticker. I'll give you $500. Oh yeah, okay. So here's the sticker. Oh well, anybody can get that anywhere. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, all right, Show us the Uber app. You know, how many rides did you do today? Show us that. Show that. They're like, "Well, I don't believe that. You can get that off the internet anywhere too." You know, every single time that I have been asked to show something and prove something, I have done it for a very long time. Promised that they would help me if I just proved this, if I just proved that. Oh yeah, and every single time I did, no help at all. It was all a bunch of lies. They just want me to show stuff so they have more information or something to talk about. So I ain't showing a damn thing to nobody no more. And I said that a long time ago. And as far as the car goes, everybody knows I'm in a damn car. And you see the rearview mirror and stuff, beating on the steering wheel, all this junk, playing the radio and stuff. Of course, it's a car. It's not a freaking lawnmower. So
Doesn't tell me it's a rental car.
that's why I don't show stuff no more, because I have showed over and over and over and over so many times on the promise of me getting help. And as soon as I do it, no help comes. So I don't do it no more. And I don't show the car so people don't know exactly what I'm in for my safety and theirs. Because I get death threats all the time, if not daily, from people, messages. We're going to find you. I'm looking for you. You're over here at this address. You're over here in this city. You're over here in Miami. You're in Orlando. I know where you're at, and blah, blah, blah. We're going to find you, and all these threats and all of these things all the time. And I've got them on all the accounts, all the messages. I've got all the evidence. And it's for my safety and it's for theirs. Because if anybody from this platform, they already know this, ever show up to me in person, well, I have every right to defend myself. And not only is it cyber stalking already, that takes it to a whole nother level. And that's why I don't show the car. Because I am a nice guy, but I will take care of myself if necessary in certain situations. And I'm preventing that whole area from happening by not showing the car.
So, Carl, the thing is, if I want money from the bank, I have to prove to them why I want the money, what I'm going to use that money for.
Well, I tell every time, okay, $435, rent a car right now in my account. So therefore, on Monday, when they're open up again, I can get a new contract. That's what I need right now. And then I wish I had that right now. And then another $200, I can get a hotel room for tonight, tomorrow night. Because I can't work until then, until I get a new contract. I've said that probably 500 times today.
Mm-hmm. That does. Did you not listen to the words that came out of my mouth? If I want money from the bank, I have to prove to the bank what I need that money for. The chat would like you to start the car. It's probably true.
So where's this positive help you've been talking about before you came in the box?
Remember when I came in the box and I said, okay, let's talk about.
I haven't been getting any positive notifications of any help towards the 435 yet. I don't see any positive help coming from you being in the box.
Sorry for trying to talk while you were busy trying to interrupt. So anyhow, if you're ready to live within your means, get yourself into a position where you're, I don't know, able to afford, say, the car, the room, you know, things like that. Thank you all. I appreciate you guys. I've got all the positive help in the world for you, but I'm not going to just say, hey, Carl, let me just toss $435 at a car that you can't pay for next week either. Like you couldn't pay for it last week, last month, or even last year.
This is the first
happy to help
time.
people who
This
help
is the
themselves.
first time that I have not had the money for the rental. Out of every week that I've had it for a year. This is the first time.
This is the first week you've ever, so from Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it is you started asking for money for the car until now, it's the first time you've had to come here.
I've had to pay for the rental car. I've had to pay for a rental car every single week since I started renting them. This is the first time that I have not made the payment in time.
And have you made the payment, or have you come here asking for donations to make the payment?
I'm always asking for help.
Okay, so
I have not had much help. I had a guy or girl. I had somebody helped me, I don't know, a week or two ago, after I've been outside 24 hours a day and sleeping on the sidewalk for 2 weeks, 24 hours a day in the heat, in the rain, people stealing my shoes and stuff. You know, I had somebody help me have enough to go get another new contract and another vehicle to get back to work. Okay.
Okay.
And then before that, I haven't had much help at all towards the rental in months.
Okay, well,
A few bucks here and there, a penny here and there, which I'm grateful for. But no, I did it. I paid for it. Yes, barely. By the penny sometimes. By the last 10 seconds left sometimes. Absolutely. But I really haven't gotten much help off of here in quite a while. But every penny that I've gotten and every help I've gotten, I'm very grateful for it. And I always say that. And there is zero entitlement with me. First of all, I am tired and I'm sick and tired of being homeless. So people can read into it whatever they want. I am not supposed to be some cheer, happy-go-lucky dude. I am not. I am miserable. My body, my soul, everything. I have been way past capacity of what any human being can handle for a very long time. If anybody else, most 99% of other people were in my shoes, they would have lost it a long time ago, and they'd be a lot less nicer than I am. Especially what I've been through and what has been put upon me in multiple facets and avenues and platforms. Yes, I'm extremely nice for my current situation.
well, I mean, have you heard people on here say, I'm responsible for my FYP? Have you ever heard that phrase?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, well, I mean, you have to take some responsibility for what's going on in your life. So let me ask you this. Two things, actually. One, you gamble?
Nope.
Okay. Two, when you're talking about the help that you have or have not received on this app, does that include the help from Joanne?
Say again?
When you are talking about the help that you have or have not received on this app, does that include the help that you received from Joanne?
Joanne. Oh, there was a nice lady a while back. She sent me some help a little bit here and there. She's a real nice lady. And then people started making fake accounts of her and stuff, saying that she wanted her money back and stuff. She's never said that whatsoever. They said that somebody else told her some stuff about Nicole and me, and it was all a bunch of lies and fabricated information and made up junk. So none of that's true. I don't owe her any money. I never have. When she sent me the money, it was a gift. It was a donation, and she was gladly to do it at the time. When she did it, I thanked her for it, and that was the end of that. And it's just been a thing people made up ever since. So there's no truth to that whatsoever.
Well, I've spoken with her, and I know she'd like to speak with you, but when she comes into your chat, you don't acknowledge her. So might be a good idea to reach out to her and see if she is
I already have. I have right off. As soon as that started happening, I did communicate with her and cleared that up right off the bat. So all this stuff since then is just a bunch of gibberish. And Nicole will tell you as well. Nicole has talked to her. So all that stuff, that's just a bunch of hate crap right there. Misinformation, lies and stuff, fabricated stuff. Just like KK, a whole bunch of fake hater stuff is all that stuff is. There's no truth to it. I don't gamble. I don't own a house. I don't own a car. I don't drink. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm exactly what I tell you I am. It's very simple. I'm homeless. I just need some help to get out of my situation. It's all in the bio, man. All that other crap, if you don't hear from me, it ain't true. It's very simple. I just need help. I need a lot of help financially. That's it. It's very simple.
So let me go back to my original question. First, let me ask the chat, is Joanne in here? I thought I saw someone say she was in here. But okay, now let me go back to my original question. Are you willing to make the changes that you need to make to live within your means?
There is no living within my means. I have no means. I am homeless. I am sitting here in a car through work for work that I need the money for to get a new contract on Monday. I need to buy my own car outright. That is the key to get out of this situation. Then I won't have to pay no damn rental company every week. I can keep that money myself. It's in the bio. Read it in the bio. It's there.
There's a 0% chance I'm giving you $35,000. So let's talk about.
Well, you know, that's the thing. See, you got 30,000 followers. If every one of them send $1, that's $30,000.
Difference between
All right.
you and me is I would never ask them to do so.
Right. And see, you're just one person. There are millions and millions of people on this platform. They all got followers and friends and family and co-workers and church members. If just a small percentage of those people asked other people to, hey, look at this guy's information, man. This poor guy, he's homeless. He just needs some help, man. Help him out a little bit. And then a bunch of people started sending some help. It would add up and I wouldn't be homeless no more. There are so many people on this thing. If they just knew about it and had the willingness to help out a little bit, it would add up so quickly. There's so many people.
There are 826 of them in here right now. But the problem is
a lot of people believe a lot of the lies and misinformation out there. A lot of people believe the lies, the hate, and the misinformation. That's what is the problem.
The lies, the hate, the misinformation. Well, I mean, it's not a lie, it's not hate, nor is it misinformation that you can't afford a car that's $435 a week, that you should be driving something that you can at least make enough in the week to pay for it, so that next week you're not here asking for that same money again.
Well, you know what? You don't make the prices. I don't make the prices. That's how much it is. If it was cheaper, that would be great, but it's not. That's it would be great if gas was $1.74 like it was when Trump was president and inflation was at 1%, 1.4 or 1.9 or whatever it is, instead of 45% like it is now. Yeah, a lot of things would be great. It'd be great if I wasn't homeless anymore. Oranges and tomatoes, man. Look, I don't want to be homeless no more at all, immediately, as soon as possible. I'm grateful for any help. I just need a lot of freaking help, and the only help I need is money. I got all the resources I can get. I am grateful for them. I got to have the car to utilize them to go to my appointments and do these things. I got to have the car to work. I don't have any other options. If I had money, then I would have options. If I had my own car, I would have a lot more options. I can keep the money myself and not pay the rental people. Do the math. What is that? $1,600, $1,700 a freaking month. I could rent a room cheaper than that.
Yes, you absolutely could.
If I had my own car paid for with insurance, I wouldn't have to pay them no money. I'd keep all that money every week myself and rent a room somewhere and not be homeless no more. Just like that. Boom. It would take a minute, but yeah. But doing this, there's no way out of this. It doesn't matter if it's 360, 435, 250, or 600. There's no way out of this unless I get a miracle or a bunch of people send me a bunch of money. It's that simple. There is no other way around it. It doesn't matter if it's busy season. Busy season comes up. Yes, that'll help out a little bit, but it ain't gonna help out enough. It never will. I've already done the busy season and the slow season. It's not. I need a miracle or a bunch of help, or Alex Hammersmith to pay me that $33,600 he owes me. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, there's no other way about it. It is very simple. It is in my bio. Top 4 ways. There you go. read the videos, watch the videos, read the posts. Everything's there. I've explained everything very clearly in these posts and in the videos so that people could watch them and read them and go, okay, let me see. Oh, wow, that's how he became homeless. Okay, he went to the homeless shelters. Okay, he did this. Okay. And make it be, oh, he gave the bunch of homeless people a bunch of his clothes and stuff. Okay, that's nice. Okay, yeah, well, now he needs this for that. That sucks. Okay, well, yeah.
Carl,
I just tell the truth. I tell my situation. That's what it is. And I want to get out of it. And the only way to get out of it is with a bunch of help. It is that simple. That's the way the world works. If it wasn't money, if it was called marshmallows, I'd be asking for a bunch of marshmallows. But it's money. That's what I need.
So what you want is to not live within your means. You just want to say, this is the amount of money I want, and that's that. Just give it to me. And I mean, all the way down to the hotel room you want for the night. You're telling me you need $200 for 2 nights.
But I can't spend that until I don't have any money. I can't, even if I had $200 more, if somebody sent me $200 right now, I would not spend it in a hotel room because I don't have the 435 yet. I got to have that first.
So again, living within your means. I am happy to help people who help themselves, but I will not just throw money because Carl says throw money. A car that you can potentially afford, even potentially. You cannot potentially afford I believe you're probably driving a Tesla.
I'm not.
But
it's not a Tesla. I don't own no car. I don't own no house. It's not a Tesla. All that stuff.
I didn't say you owned a car.
Well, whatever. That's another one of those lies. Yeah.
So you cannot afford $435 for a car. You cannot afford $100 a night for a hotel. So if we talk about getting into a car that you can maybe afford, staying in hotels you can maybe afford, those are the kind of people that I am here to help. I'm not just here, I don't just toss money to people just for the purpose of throwing my money away. But that's probably a good point, David. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, but look, the options are the rental car through Work for Work or buy my own car outright.
Why is that the only 2 options you have as far as a vehicle goes?
That's what they are. That's it.
You can't rent from somewhere that has a less expensive, rental vehicle?
No, I've already told you this. No, that's it. It's either rent through Work for Work with the program or buy my own car outright. There are no other options. I went to the dealership one time. There was one option one time, and it was $8,500 down. I think it was. Hold on a second. I think I have it in here.
Country Monster, I just saw what you said. Can you send that information to my private messages, and I will do it here in 1 second as soon as I'm done here?
Let me see. Yeah, okay. So here it is right here. So I went to a place, dealership and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, it was $8,500. Yeah, they wanted $8,500, and
right.
And that was for down payment just to get into the car and insurance. And that had one option that was with a no POI, proof of income, one bank, one option. That was it. And the car, it was used, certified Honda, Toyota, whatever, and low miles. And I can't remember. I think the payments were around, I don't know, $600 a month or something. The insurance is around $200 or $300, I think, a month, based upon that. And that was the only option I had at the time, which is cheaper than this. But in reality, that's still a horrible deal. But that was the only option I had. I could probably go still do that, but I don't know. That'd still be cheaper than this, but that's still too much money to be paying for that. And then I'd be wearing that car out. You know what I mean? I'd be better off having my own car paid for. Then I just keep all this. I wouldn't have to pay the rental people nothing. And then just pay insurance once a month. And then I can actually get ahead somewhere for a change.
So again, with being realistic, I mean, you don't have a car that's paid for. So, as an example, Turo, you can rent a car on Turo for a whole lot less than $435 a week. I'm driving a very nice car. My car is actually broken down, so I just rented a car on Turo. I'm driving a very nice Jeep, as a matter of fact. And
Those other companies are not affiliated with the rental program with the rideshare companies.
no, they're not, which is that actually works out great because then you're able to run more than one app. You can run Uber, you can run Lyft.
You
can
cannot.
run
You cannot.
DoorDash.
You
can,
cannot.
though.
You
can, though.
cannot. You
Carl,
cannot use
Carl,
unless it's your own
please
car that you have.
understand
Unless it's
that
your car in your name, or it has unless it's your car with your name and insurance and registration, or through the rental car program, you cannot use it for rideshare.
that is absolutely not the case. Please understand that I made my living. I supported myself and my family using those apps and those apps alone for 2.5 years.
Well, maybe that's the way it is in whatever state you live in.
That it's those companies do not vary by state. DoorDash does not vary by state. Uber, Lyft, Instacart. I
It
just
does
chose
vary.
to not use
I don't know
excuse-
about the DoorDashes and the Instacarts and stuff, but Uber and Lyft, the rideshare companies, it does vary by state laws and it does vary by region.
Well, of course, state laws vary. Yes, absolutely. But
So when I tell you something, there you go again, making up stuff, telling other stuff that's irrelevant to what I just said. You have to understand, when I tell somebody something, that's it.
oh, it's like the word of God. Is that what you're telling me?
No, see, when
When Carl speaks,
I decide to tell somebody something about something, I have already done the homework, the research, already have the 100% wealth of knowledge about that fact before I spit it out. Okay?
go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, no, it's that simple. So if I tell you, for instance, that the rental car is $435 a week, that means it's $435 a week.
That
It
means
doesn't mean
car
it
is
doesn't mean it's $200 a week. Yeah, I wish it was, but that doesn't mean that.
Yeah, that means that the
So,
specific car that
If I
you are
tell you
choosing to
that the
drive is that
moon is called the moon, then it's called the moon. I don't understand why some people, and which you just did multiple times throughout this conversation, have to intertwine other ideas with a simple, plain fact. You have to try to rationalize it to yourself somehow, some way. Well, there must be another way. There
Your
must be
beliefs
this.
don't create
There must be
facts,
that.
Carl.
You know, sometimes there is no other way.
Your beliefs do not create facts. Your belief that you should buy a car versus renting a car. Your belief that you should, or not buy a car versus renting, I apologize. Pay outright for a car versus making payments on a car. That doesn't make that a fact. That means there's two different options there. Because this is the one you want, especially in your situation, because as you've pointed out to me several times, you are homeless. This is a desperate situation. So
Everybody goes to bio, top four ways, $435 by Monday, 200 hotel room tonight, tomorrow night. Anything
desperate
else?
situation. One would think that you would explore all options. And again, at the point that you are ready to truly explore all of your options and do something, I don't know, reasonable, thank you. I am more, you can go ask, I don't even want to talk about how many people on this app that I have helped out.
All right. So as far as the car goes, there's two options and maybe a third. You got the rental car through Work for Work, $435 a week. Buy my own car outright, okay? Or possibly, if I went back to the dealership if that one offer from the one bank with the no POI, it was $8,500 down. And then, yes, that would be my car. But I can't remember. I think the payment was around $600 a month and about 18% interest, which is absolutely insane.
It is insane.
So I would wind up be paying about $300 a month insurance, because I actually did call the insurance people. And they're going to see if I get a lifetime discount or whatever that thing was, loyalty or whatever, because I was with them for a lot of years. But anyway, so basically that would put me about $900 a month, which is less than this. And it would be my own car, and I could do all the platforms I wanted to. But realistically, you don't want to pay that much for a certified used couple-year-old low miles car. That's too much.
The thing is,
it is better than this.
You have to do are very possibly very different things. Very probably very different things.
So that's the car situation. That's 2, maybe 3 options. That's it. There are no other car options. And I can't do anything without a car. So that is the key out of my situation.
So let's just be realistic, because you can do other things without a car. You don't want to. So I'm trying to stay on your path of your wants, not necessarily your needs, but your wants.
I'm focusing on needs.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to talk about just needs,
a car is the way out.
A job is the key to a car.
The car is the job at the same time right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. They're connected. But if I had my own car, that would give me more options. As far as driving the car with different apps and things, that would open up that more. And now, if I had my own car, I could do that for in a few weeks. I would have enough money to go rent a room somewhere.
So that's the only job that you're able to do. You can't. I mean, your name.
I have a bad back. I have a pinched nerve in my back. I have a bad knee. I need total knee replacement surgery a year ago. I still need it now.
Okay.
I got swollen ankles. I got a pinched nerve in my shoulder and my arm from sleeping on the fucking sidewalk. Yes. I don't do physical labor anymore. I was a chef for almost 30 years.
Say anything about physical
I
labor.
cannot do physical labor anymore. Period.
Okay.
That's
there are a
why
lot
I
of
do what I
jobs in
do.
this world that are not physical labor.
Huh?
There are a lot of jobs in this world that do not require physical labor.
Right. And that's why I want to get my own car and then get a job working inside somewhere. And then that way I won't be ruining that car, the certified low miles Toyota or Honda that I would get with a 35K and a place to live and get my surgery done. I don't have all the answers there yet, but I got to figure that part out, but I don't know.
I feel like I'm banging my head against a wall here.
Right now,
you literally don't want to discuss anything except the. Oh, that's a very good point. Hold on, you have an awful lot wrong with you. Have you applied for disability?
not an option.
Why?
If you watch my video, you would know this. Well, when I was at the homeless shelter, I filled out all the paperwork in the world to see what resources I can get. I got the resources I can get. I'm very grateful for the resources I can get. There are no other resources available to me.
That didn't answer my question. Are you not eligible for disability? Is it a matter of you need to have a doctor?
No, I don't get it. When I was at the homeless shelter, there was this dude. He was in the military. He's a veteran. Homeless guy, veteran. He had 1.5 legs. He was waiting 2 years to get his approval.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then if he got his approval, then he'd probably get about 800, maybe 1,000 a month. That's not enough to get a place to live. And then if he worked, he was limited to how many hours or how much, either hours or amount of money he could make a week or a month or whatever. It would basically just limit him. Even if he had 2 good legs, it doesn't matter. The numbers would, as far as what he would get and the limitations that would be put upon him in order to maintain the amount that he would be getting, would limit him to what he could do for work and where he could live and how much he could make and all that. But I did not qualify. I'm a single white male. I'm very limited on the resources that I can get. I got a bus pass, a food card, and homeless medical card. That's it. That's all I'm ever going to get. I'm grateful to have them. That's it. I got to pay for everything else directly. There's no other way.
You literally could have made that as easy as I don't qualify. What that man went through isn't relevant to you. If you don't qualify, that's very different.
Yep. Don't qualify. That's it. I've gotten what I'm going to get, and that's it. There's no other program. There's nothing else I can get. I've done it all. I was at the homeless shelter. They got connections. With everybody. I filled out so much paperwork. Oh my God! I even did this rapid rehousing thing. Scored really good on it. They never call.
Oh, did you say rapid rehousing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did that test. I did that test too. Scored really good on it, and then nothing. There's too many homeless people, man. There's a lot of people. They get checks already. And they're at these shelters. They're on the streets. They're everywhere, man. And they can't get a place, man. And they get a check every month. But those are the first ones to get one. If there's any kind of availability or grant that comes around through one of the programs or whatever it is, those are the people who get it. Not me. And good for them. They're older. They got more physical problems and stuff. So that's fine. That's good. But yeah, that's it. That's why if you watch my video, you watch my post, you already know all this stuff. It's very simple. I just need their money. It really is that damn simple.
And again, at the point that you are willing to say, okay, hold on. I'm ready to figure out how to live within my means.
You keep saying live within your means. I have no means. What do you not understand about that? I need a car to do anything. It's either the rental car or buy my own car outright or go do that crazy finance one option maybe thing. That's it. There are no other vehicle options for me unless somebody just donates me one. That's good enough to move me forward.
Okay, so let's travel down the road of buying a car, okay? Let's say, hey, Brittany's going to try to help Carl get into a car.
$8,500.
$8,500 down.
Yep.
Ours is low as $500.
And what's the total price of this car?
I don't remember.
Because again,
certified used Honda Toyota, is a couple years old, low miles. It was probably 25. With interest and stuff, it's probably like 32. About $600 a month, I think.
You don't think that might be a little bit outside your means?
It's cheaper than this. And the thing about that is the interest rate. They max you out on that on a no POI, and it has to be no more than a couple years old with low miles for the no POI. The one bank that would do that to approve it with $8,500 down.
How long have you been doing Uber?
Because
I don't need exact dates.
Anything older than that, then the interest rate doubles. It goes to like 30-something%, I think it was. So the lowest is around 18 for the low miles. It has to be low miles, a couple years old only, certified. That way, because the bank, the no POI, one approval bank that would do that, that is their parameters for that approval with $8,500 down. Because if something happens down the road, don't make the payments, they don't want a car with 100,000 miles on it that ain't worth crap. So that's why they have those parameters. And that is the parameters for that one approval that I did have. And that's still ridiculous, but it's still cheaper than this. But that's still too much to be paying. But I was ready to do it that day. I tell you, I made that post. I came on that live that night. I sure did. I was like, look here, I got to go tomorrow and get it. I mean, I remember I made it. Hold on, where's it at? I pulled it up a while ago.
I saw it.
Yeah, that one. I pulled that joker up. I made that. I came from the dealership that day. And I remember I just told you all that, what happened there. And that's why the parameters are what they are with that no POI. Yep.
How long have you been doing rideshare,
Huh?
Mark?
Say what?
Give me a ballpark time frame. How long you've been doing rideshare?
I don't know, man. 5, 6, 7 years.
Oh, then you should have. I mean, why would you be doing a no POI loan?
That's what the guy said at the dealership.
Because you definitely should have more than enough time that you can show your income.
Well, that's a little different, my situation at the moment. And matter of fact, I think well, my birthday's coming up on Thursday. I think, yeah, I would really, I think I would have to do it before then. I think.
Why? What's significant about Thursday that you would
There's
have to do it before then?
something about the tag, the dating and stuff like that. Because you got to have certain information to get certain things at certain places.
I'm.
Yeah.
I've got a car or two. I'm well aware of the process.
Yeah. And I have already had those things and have these certain items necessary. I already have it. It's just now it's time. It's going to expire. So if I did the no POI deal, then I wouldn't have to have these other things that I don't have currently. I have them now associated. It would be acceptable. But after my birthday, the items that it will not be acceptable. And I would not be able to produce what would be acceptable after that point for a POI deal. No POI deal, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea, y'all.
It's car dealership stuff, tax tag title stuff. It's yeah. Legal mumbo jumbo, tax tag title, tag stuff. Yeah.
Again, I bought a car.
I used to work in the auto industry as well, so I know what I'm saying, and that's the deal.
I forgot. I'm talking to Carl. If he says it, it must be true. That makes no sense, Carl. None.
But if you don't understand it, then I don't know what it is. You don't have to understand it. You're not selling me the car. You can help me buy one, but you don't have to understand it. Some things are not meant for everybody to understand. Some people only understand certain things, man. What everybody in the world needs to understand is that I need the help to get out of my situation, and I'm not going to get it. I don't have anybody to help me. And I don't want to be like this no more. Since day one on here. And I just need help to get out of the situation. Top 4 ways, that's it. Got all the resources I'm going to get. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for any help. I just need help, man. I'm tired.
Well, like I said, I'm going to drop down because, quite honestly, this is exhausting me. But I'm going to say this before I go. Like I said, if you at some point decide that you do want to do something that is going to benefit you, you obviously know my account. Absolutely.
I need help. I need to get out of the situation.
But I am not willing to just toss money at a car that you will not be able to pay for next week. So there has to be a little longer term solution to things than just send
I
me
could-
money and I'll be here in a day or two asking for money again.
Well, I mean, I go buy my own car outright then, or I can go do the no POI. I can go see what they got tomorrow. 8,500. I can probably drive away with one tomorrow. If they have one that is under 2 years old, the low miles that meets the no POI, one bank that approved us. And I just go back to the same guy and say, hey man, look, I'm back. And like, what you got? He's like, if he has something that fits the parameters, I could probably drive away with it tomorrow. But you know, that's if he's got it that it fits those parameters. But that's ridiculous interest rate. But it, you know, it's still a lot cheaper than this. But it'd be my car.
That's
That
insane. So again,
Well-
you know, I really am gonna drop down. Before I go, I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat. I appreciate every one of you. Carl, if you decide that you want to do something that's going to benefit you, you 100% think you love, know how to get in touch with me. But
100% benefit me. That's what I do every day. That's all I do is try to help myself to get out of the situation. It's not enough, and it never will be without some help. It's that simple. Why don't you understand that?
Carl,
It's that simple. Top 4 ways.
Jesus.
I must have a car to do anything. Those are my options for the car. Rental, buy one outright. Or maybe if I get lucky, the 8,500 POI thing, no POI, buy one. Finance it. One option. If it's still there, I don't know. But that's running out come Thursday if it is still there. Well, I mean, what? That's it as far as the car. That's the only options I have. That's the only options I have. If you have other options for a car, let me know. That's the only ones I know about. Do you know of any other options?
I've
Besides
tried to
buying a car
discuss with
outright, a rental
you
car,
many
financing-
options.
Financing a car, buying one outright, or rental through work for work. What other? There are no other options that I
Well-
could use.
Again, for about the bazillionth time, I know I can say probably most of the 920 some odd people in this chat are not going to just say, here, Carl, here's some money for you to continue to come back and ask for the same thing over and over again. Thank you. You have got to figure out how to live within your means. Okay, so I make this much every week. So that means I can spend this much every week.
There is no this much every week. Every day is different. Every day, every ride is different. Every day is different. You don't clock in and work 40 hours and walk out with the same amount every week. It doesn't
you know
work
what I
like
do?
that.
You know what I do? You know what I especially did when I was still doing exactly what you do? I got up, I left, I went online, I ran every
Look,
app
stop right
available.
there. Stop right
I
there.
stayed online
Stop.
every day.
You got up. Where did you wake up at when you got up?
Wherever the fuck I got up from. What difference does that make?
Well, see, that right there is one of the points that I'm trying to make. It makes a big difference what it makes where you woke up from.
No, it doesn't.
The hell it don't. You know when the last time I slept on a bed was? You have any freaking idea what it's like to sleep on the fucking streets?
I do, as a matter of fucking fact.
Did you sleep outside for the last couple of weeks in 115 degree weather in the
girl,
rain?
for the last couple weeks, I sure as fuck didn't. You know why? Because I bust my ass
Exactly.
every fucking day.
Exactly.
Every day I bust my ass.
Exactly.
That's
And
the
so do
difference
I.
between you and me, Carl.
And
That's
so
the
do I.
difference. That's why you're where you're at and I'm where I'm at.
No, you had help.
That's bullshit. The fuck I did.
Yes, you did.
Who helped me, Carl? Who?
Somebody helped you.
The fuck they did.
Yes, they did. You got a break
Oh,
somewhere.
I forgot. It's the word of Carl.
You got a
You're
break
so-
somewhere. Yes,
Bro.
you did. You got a break somewhere.
Wait, where was my break? When did I get my break, Carl?
I don't know, but you got one.
Tell me all about it. You seem to fucking know. Tell me about my break.
I'm not going to speak
Thank
for
you,
your
everyone.
situation. I can speak about it. But
You
did-
just fucking did.
you got a break somewhere down the line.
No,
You think
Carl, you
about
know what
it.
I did?
don't know when. I don't know
I gave
when.
myself a break.
I don't know
ran
when it was, where it was, but
literally
you got one
every
somewhere
app
from
that
somebody.
was available, to include grocery shopping for people, to include going and getting their food, to include getting a fucking special pass so I could take shit on base after everyone else stopped ordering for the
How
day.
did you drive
Because if I
around?
had to work till 2 or 3 in the morning after going out at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, if I
How
had to
did you-
stay out till 2 or 3 to pay my bills,
How
guess
did
what?
you drive
That's what I
around
did.
though? How did you drive around?
That's what I did. I bought a car. I fucking worked my ass off and I bought,
you bought
a car.
You bought
Yep.
a car.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.